There we go. So let's get started. We have experiences. Now, we all have had experiences. We all have had experiences. And the lesson for today, which is going to be lesson A, is hopes and dreams. Experiences can be a trip, right? So you had a trip with your family, something really remarkable, something great happened. Yeah, that's experience, right? Something really exciting that you did. But we all have also hopes and dreams, right? For example, I have always wanted to be an actor. So maybe maybe some of you like singing, right? I have always wanted to be a singer, right? Or I have always wanted to be an artist or a musician. So these are hopes and dreams that started in the past, right? So started when we were little, and they continue to be important for us. You have always dreamed to have your own business. So this is also a hope and a dream, right? So working together with your family to have a family business. That is also that's also a hope and dream. So we're going to connect all of those things, the experiences that we have had in the past, but also what looking to the future in what we are doing today to make that happen, to make that real. And here at the beginning, you'll see we have a summary, right? So we have the name of the lesson, and we have some of the grammar that we're going to be studying during the week. So today we're going to have like a short introduction of the present perfect tense. So don't worry about that. This is something that we're going to study later. So hopes and dreams. Let's get ready, and we're going to do one first activity. This is a collaborate board, and let's see the instructions. Let's read the instructions. So the instruction here is, what is a dream you have for the future? In this case, this is something for you. It's personal, right? My dreams are different than yours. So this is a question for you. We're going to hear or read, in this case, what is a dream that you have for the future? And answering a question here. So what happens if you did not finish your homework? ¿Qué pasó si no terminaron la homework? La homework está abierta hasta hoy. Okay, so it's still open. The difference with this homework is that the link is going to be deactivated. El link tiene un tiempo de vida. No es como en Google Classroom que nosotros subíamos la tarea y aunque la subiéramos 2 o 3 semanas tarde, de todas maneras la acepta Google Classroom, ¿verdad? Google Classroom nos enviaba una notificación del estudiante tal entregó tarde su tarea, pero siempre la aceptaba, ¿verdad? En este caso, estos links sí tienen una fecha de expiración. Entonces, la fecha de expiración de este link está entre hoy y mañana, en la madrugada. Entonces, diría yo que hasta hoy, ¿verdad? Si alguien no la ha terminado, you still have the chance because the link is still active. After it goes inactive, the activity is going to close and the link is not going to work. So that's just a reminder. Now let's go back to the exercise here. So what is a dream that you have for the future? Please tell us. And if you can add an illustration, that will be wonderful. I don't know, maybe you're starting to become a doctor, right? I want to become the best doctor in Guatemala. So that could be like a dream that you have for the future. And I want to look for a good doctor image. And let's see here. Okay, so this is going to be me in the future. Oh, let me find another one. Doctor. Okay, I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use this one as an example. And let me make some corrections here. There we go. Okay, work at a call center. Okay, so that's a dream that you have. That's great. So what other dreams do you have? Okay, what other dreams? So this is mine. I like to travel to Europe. Okay, so you would like to travel to Europe. That sounds good. What's another dream? We can have different dreams, right? So let's say that I'm dreaming about being the best doctor in Guatemala, but I'm also dreaming about I don't know, taking my parents to Disneyland, right? So take my parents to Disney. Let's say that that's a dream of mine, and uh, I want to add some illustrations. And that's another dream. I mean, we can have different dreams, several dreams at the same time. So I can be a doctor, or I want to be a doctor, but at the same time, I have other dreams. So feel free to share more dreams, not just one. Okay. I like to travel to Spain. Okay. You would like to travel to Spain. Okay. Perfect. So that's a wish, a desire. Okay. I have more dreams. Now that I have more dreams, then we read them. Okay. My dream is I can travel to the USA. Okay. That's a good dream. Thank you for sharing that. Another dream is I want to speak fluent English. Perfect. That's a great dream to have. Be a professional hair stylist and makeup artist. Great. That's great. Hopefully you can make it. In the future, I want to be a lawyer. Perfect. That's another great, uh, great wish or dream for the future. I want to live in Canada to get a better life. Okay. Living in Canada. That's another dream. Okay, perfect. And I want to buy a new car. Great dream. Same thing, right? So these are things that we want and we're dreaming for the future. And probably we're already working to make that happen. So either graduating from university or traveling or doing something with their family or buying a house or buying a car or going somewhere else to live. That's also good. Okay, I wish to learn another language. It could be French. Okay, another language after English. That sounds perfect as well. Great, great. So these are all dreams that we have for the future, right? So these are something that we call dreams and hopes. Dreams and hopes for the future. And we can have more, and hopefully you can add more. So travel to France. That's a great dream as well. Travel to France. Yep. Perfect. Perfect. So we have lots of dreams. That's the good thing. That's a good thing. We have lots of dreams and we can keep talking about those dreams. Now, I want to show you, I want to take you to a next activity in which we are going to hear about the secret dream of some people. Just like you and me, right? We have dreams, we have hopes for the future. These people are also in the same feeling, right? And they are from different cultures. For example, we have Jill, who is from Canada. We're going to read about Sonia and Carlos. They are from Brazil. There's another dream, Raquel. She's from Mexico. We have Hiro. He's from Japan. So we're going to read about 4 stories of people from different cultures. No, let's see. Oh, yeah. Four stories. These are going to be all of them. Okay, so let's take some turns to read out loud and hear about these people. Remember, every time that we read something new, there are certain things that we need to prepare to do, okay? First of all, we're going to have to read them several times, 2, 3 times to try to understand it correctly. Number 2, we are not going to understand all of the words at the beginning. That's normal. There are going to be a few words that we don't know. So that means that we're going to have to take some time to investigate what are the important words in this text. Do I know these important words, or do I have to go to my dictionary and investigate a little? And of course, I can read one last time to make sure I can connect all of the ideas. So we are going to read 4 different stories, and that's going to be our process. We're going to read them once, and we're going to try to get a general idea of what's happening. Then we're going to read it a couple of times more, and we're going to find some unknown words that we're going to write down in our notebook and of course add to vocabulary. And then we're going to practice, of course, our pronunciation, our rhythm, and our intonation, okay? So let's start with Jill Richardson. She's from Vancouver, Canada. So Vancouver is a city, and the name of the city is this, but the name of the country is Canada. Notice the pronunciation is not Canada, like we do it in Spanish. In English is Canada. So I'm going to read it first so you can hear what this is about. And then I'm going to ask somebody from the list to help me reading, okay? So Jill says, actually, no, let me go back. We ask some people, what's your secret dream? So this is the question that they are answering, okay? What's your secret dream? Now, let's go with Jill again. Actually, I've always wanted to be an actor. I haven't had any formal training, but I've been in a couple of college plays. So my dream is to study acting. Let me do it again. Actually, I've always wanted to be an actor. I haven't had any formal training, but I've been in a couple of college plays. So my dream is to study acting. Notice how I pause sometimes, right? Actually, pause. I've always wanted to be an actor. Pause. I haven't had any formal training. Pause. But I've been in a couple of college plays. Pause. So my dream is to study acting. Notice how I divide the text in different pieces so I can read and the text can have meaning when I'm reading, right? So I am practicing pronunciation, but I'm also trying to transmit the idea, the information. If I don't make any pause, it's hard to understand. Actually, I've always wanted to be an actor. I haven't had any formal training, but I've been in a couple of college plays, so my dream is to study acting. So, I mean, I read with good pronunciation, I read fast, but the information is not being transmitted correctly. So that's what we're looking for. We're trying to do it not super fast, at the normal speed, but with you providing meaning to the words. The same happens when we're speaking. We don't have to speak super fast to be fluent, because fluency means communicating ideas easily, right? So that's the purpose. You can communicate ideas. You don't have to be super fast, but you can transmit the ideas entirely and correctly. So let me get somebody from the list to help me reading. I'm going to start with Luisa, okay? Luisa, can you help me reading Jill one more time? And for the rest of the class, if you have unknown words, please add them to the chat, and we're going to try to make like a glossary of all of the unknown words of these readings so we can add them to our notebooks. So Luisa, whenever you're ready, you can start with Jill.
Okay. Actually, I've always wanted to be an actor. I haven't had any formal training, but I've been in a couple of college plays. So my dream is to study acting.
Perfect. Very good. So please add some of the unknown words, guys, on the chat, the Zoom chat, if you can help me with that. What are some of the unknown words that you would like to know from the reading? Okay. I have some ideas, but if you can add them there, I think we're gonna finish better. Okay. So actor, I think I have to change colors so we can all see it. So maybe choose a blue. Um, an actor. Okay. I've always wanted to be an actor. That's what she's saying. Okay. Now the word actor is correct. Actor. Nos han enseñado que actor y actress, ¿verdad? Es para actor y actriz. But in reality, the word actor in real life, the word actor can act as both. Se ha usado más la palabra actor como más neutral, okay? So it doesn't necessarily have to be actress si es mujer, okay? Good. I've, okay, good question. This is a contraction. I've is I have. Yo Siempre sería la traducción de esto. Yo siempre, always. I've always wanted to be an actor. Yo siempre he querido ser una actriz, dice. Okay, I haven't had any formal training, but I've been in a couple of college plays. Now, what is the meaning of the word plays here? Nobody has asked that. Nadie lo puso en el glosario, pero me gustaría saber si entendemos el contexto de la palabra play or the plural plays. What is the context here? What is the meaning in the context? College, ya sabemos qué es. College is university, right? Okay, but she has been in un par de college plays. What is that? What is the word play or plays here?
Como obra de teatro.
That's correct. That's correct. So the word play has different meanings. If you go to the dictionary, play, right, can have a meaning as a verb, and the meaning of a verb is jugar, right? También play, si lo usamos como un sustantivo, puede ser como una jugada, ¿verdad? La jugada. Un jugador de fútbol hace una play, right? So it's a great play, it's a wonderful play, una jugada espectacular. So it can also be that. But if you're in the context of theater, in the context of acting, the word play is also a noun. Noun, lo voy a poner aquí, perdón. Ese es sustantivo, ¿verdad? Sustantivo en inglés es noun. So we have the word play in a noun when it's about acting es obra de teatro. Entonces ella nos cuenta que ella ha estado en un par de obras de teatro de la universidad. So she's working for that dream. She likes that. And her dream is for her to become an actress, right? Or an actor. So I've always wanted to be an actor. Acting. When you're talking about acting, play means obra de teatro. So a couple of college plays. Questions on this first reading? No. Okay. If questions come and I'm speaking and you don't want to interrupt, you can leave them in the chat and I can try to go back to them. Let's go with number 2, Sonia and Carlos Silva. So this is from a different culture, Brasilia. Brasilia is a city, and that city is in the country of Brazil. Again, I'm going to read it first, give you a sample of how you do it, and then I'm going to ask somebody to do it. And then we're going to look for unknown words. So it says, well, Carlos and I have gone sailing a few times with friends, and we've had a lot of fun. So our dream is to buy our own sailboat, but we haven't had saved enough money. Again, well, Carlos and I have gone sailing a few times with friends, and we have had a lot of fun. So our dream is to buy our own sailboat, but we haven't saved enough money. So miren que hay un exclamation point here, signo de admiración. No es una pregunta, ¿verdad? No es, we haven't saved enough money. That's not a question. It's an exclamation. Es como una sorpresa o una alerta, ¿verdad? We haven't saved enough money. That's an exclamation point, okay? So let's go ahead and read it. So I'm gonna ask Liz to help me with this one, okay? Sonia and Carlos.
Okay. Well, Carlos and I have gone sailing a few times with friends, and we have had a lot of fun. So our dream is to buy our own sailboat, but we haven't saved enough money.
Okay, perfect. So let's try to understand what's happening here. Let's take a look at unknown words. Hay palabras aquí que seguramente no conocemos. Hay un verbo acá que es sailing. Hay otra palabra que se parece como que fueran hermanas, ¿verdad? Está sailboat, ¿verdad? La palabra enough la hemos usado muchas veces, pero tal vez puede ser. Are there any other words that you would like to include in our list of unknown words? Okay. If there are any, add them to the chat, okay? So let's review them before we understand. It says, well, Carlos and I have gone sailing, okay? Gone viene del verbo go, ¿verdad? Como ir. Y la palabra sailing es una actividad. Sailing es una actividad que tiene que ver con barcos, ¿ok? Entonces, sailing es navegar literalmente, ¿verdad? Gone sailing es ir a navegar. Now, the word sailing and sailboat están relacionadas, ¿verdad? Porque la palabra sail, sin la ing, es navegar, ¿verdad? So, they are related. The word boat is barco. Sailing, sailboat. Entonces es como una redundancia de alguna forma, ¿verdad? Es un barco, pero la palabra sail tiene que ver con la vela del barco. Entonces, podríamos decir que un sailboat no es una lancha, ¿verdad? No es un motorboat, porque no se impulsan con motor, sino con vela. Entonces, a eso le llamamos nosotros un velero, right? So it's a small vessel. Entonces, un sailboat. Ese es su sueño, ¿verdad? Dice, Carlos and I have gone sailing a few times with friends, and we have had a lot of fun. Our dream is to comprar our own sailboat, ¿verdad? Es un sueño grande porque estas cosas no son baratas, ¿verdad? So it's to buy our own sailboat, pero hay un pero. But we haven't saved enough money. The word saved is another one that we can add to our vocabulary. Save is ahorrar. When we're talking about money, of course, right? Save. Save es ahorrar. Save se puede usar como guardar, como salvar, etcétera, ¿verdad? Pero save, when we're talking about money, is ahorrar. Good. So this is their dream. The first dream, the dream of Jill, was to become an actor. The dream of Sonia and Carlos is to buy their own sailboat. And we already know what a sailboat is. Let's go ahead and read the last two stories, and then we're going to take an exercise. We have Raquel. She's from Mexico. Okay. I'm going to read it, and then I'm going to choose somebody from my list to help me reading. So my dream to go surfing. I've never tried it before, but my brother goes surfing all the time. He's even surfed in Hawaii. Let's do it again. My dream to go surfing. I've never tried it before, but my brother goes surfing all the time. He's even surfed in Hawaii. So notice I make some pauses. My dream to go surfing. I stop, right? I never tried it before, small stop, but my brother goes surfing all the time. Stop. He's even surfed in Hawaii in the end of the reading. So that's my suggestion for you to read, okay? Read in these small pieces to try to make it sound better, okay? So I'm gonna ask, let me have here, Feliceida. Feliceida, I'm gonna ask you to help me read Raquel, okay? So you can start whenever you're ready.
My dream to go surfing. I've never tried it before, but my brother goes surfing all the time. He's even surfed in Hawaii.
Thank you very much. Good job. So the dream right now is go surfing. This is the dream. Go surfing. Surf is a surf, así literalmente, ¿verdad? Es surfear. That word comes from English. Por eso es que no tenemos una palabra en español. Surf is surf en español porque no existe. That word did not start in Spanish, right? So my dream to go surfing. I've never tried it before. Yo nunca lo había probado o nunca lo había probado. pero mi hermano se va a... perdón, yo nunca lo he probado, pero mi hermano se va a surfear todo el tiempo. Tiene un ejemplo en casa. So she has this example and she wants to follow that example to become like her brother. Y nos dice las aventuras de su hermano. Dice, he's even surfed in Hawaii. Hawaii, ¿verdad? Son estas islas que están en Estados Unidos y pues son famosos por, obviamente, sus olas y demás atractivos. So, he's even surfed in Hawaii. So, that's her dream. Her dream is to surf just like her brother does. And one remarkable thing that he has done is that he has even surfed in Hawaii. So, this is perfect. So that's Raquel. And finally, we have Hiro Tanaka. So Hiro Tanaka is from Osaka, Japan, right? Osaka, it's a city again, and Japan is the country. So let me give you the context, and I'm gonna ask Karin to help me reading afterwards, okay? So, well, my parents have never traveled outside of Japan, so I want to take them to Europe. I've been there many times, so I know all the best places to go. One more time. Well, my parents have never traveled outside of Japan, so I want to take them to Europe. I've been there many times, so I know all the best places to go. And you can start Karen whenever you're ready.
Well, my parents have never traveled outside of Japan, so I want to take them to Europe. Europe.
Europe.
Europe. I've been I've been there many times, so I know all the best places to go.
Perfect, perfect. So here, the word I have has a contraction, right? It's I've. That's the pronunciation. I've. And then you have the word been. So I've been.
I've been.
That's right. That's correct. That's how you read this. Okay, so let's go to unknown words, okay? Unknown words. Well, the word Europe, I'm pretty sure that you remember. Europe is Europa, so the pronunciation is Europe. That's la I, ¿verdad? De elephant or email, ¿verdad? Suena como Europe, Europe, Europe. I've been there, he estado allí muchas veces. I've been there many times. Su sueño es llevar a sus padres a Europa. So his dream is to take his parents to Europe because they have never been or they have never traveled outside of Japan. Sus padres nunca han salido de Japón. Él ya ha visitado todos esos países. Él conoce los mejores lugares para ir. Dice, I know all the best places to go. So his desire, his wish is to take his parents to Europe. That's his dream, his secret dream. Okay, so we're going to do a little exercise in which we are going to think and try to put together some ideas. So let me give you a couple of examples and let's do some exercises before we practice pronunciation and speaking today. So here's the first exercise, okay? How do these people express their ideas? Find the expressions in the text and rewrite them, okay? So the idea is, according to Jill, ¿verdad? Dice, I always wanted to be an actor as a child. I want to be an actor now. Esta es la idea que nosotros nos están dando, ¿verdad? El material nos dice, esta es la información. Pero yo quiero que ustedes lean el texto y me escriban aquí abajo de qué forma Jill se expresó para dar a entender esta idea de acá, porque usó diferentes palabras. Entonces, lo que quiero es que ustedes encuentren en el texto original las palabras que utilizó para expresar esto, ¿verdad? I always wanted to be an actor as a child. I want to be an actor now. Claro, ella no usó estas palabras textualmente. Lo que yo quiero es que regresemos al texto, leamos el texto y usemos las expresiones que ella usó en realidad en el texto, ¿ok? Entonces, aquí ya estamos elevando un poco la marca. Ya no es solo lea y rellene, ¿verdad? Sino es lea y entienda. So read and understand. And then you can report that. ¿Ok? Entonces, hagamos la número 1 juntos. Digamos que esta es la idea, right? So I always wanted to be an actor as a child. I want to be an actor now. ¿De qué forma expresa ella que cuando era pequeña quería ser una actriz, pero que todavía lo sigue queriendo? Vamos a ver. ¿De qué forma lo dice? Aquí está. I've always wanted to be an actor. Puede ser aquí incluso complementando esta. My dream is to study acting. Esta expresión que está aquí, I've always wanted to be an actor, significa yo siempre he querido ser una actriz. Cuando uno dice eso, ¿será que ya dejó de querer ser una actriz o un actor? No, es que todavía continúa, ¿verdad? Cuando yo digo yo siempre he querido ser un buen pianista, no quiere decir que mi sueño ya se murió, ¿verdad? Y que se quedó ahí cuando en mi infancia, sino que todavía lo tengo. O sea, empezó cuando era pequeño, pero yo todavía lo tengo. Entonces, esta es la idea que a nosotros nos interesa, ¿verdad? Ella quería ser una actriz cuando era pequeña, pero todavía lo quiere ser. Ah, ok, esta frase ya encierra esas ideas, ¿verdad? Eso es lo bonito de este ejemplo o de esta forma de hablar inglés, que en vez de decir 3, 4 oraciones para expresar lo mismo, yo ya tengo una forma de decirlo más condensado y más natural. Esto es un poquito más robótico, ¿verdad? O sea, voy por partes, 3, 4 partes para decir lo mismo, pero en realidad, cuando yo digo I've always wanted to be an actor, I'm already getting there. Aquí cambian actor por cualquiera de los sueños que ustedes tengan, ¿verdad? I've always wanted to travel to Europe. Siempre he querido viajar a Europa. Algunos me decían que querían este, graduarse de la universidad. I've always wanted to graduate from college. Algunos decían comprar una casa o comprar un carro. I've always wanted to buy a car. I always wanted to buy a house. Entonces se dan cuenta, en vez de decir 3, 4 oraciones diferentes con esta expresión, with this expression, I'm able to say all of that in one single sentence. Entonces la número 1 ya no la vamos a hacer. Ya entendimos cuáles eran las 3 o 4 ideas que se resumieron en en este pequeño pensamiento y ya lo está expresando bien. So, number 1 is taken care of. Okay, check. Let's go with number 2 and number 3. The instructions are going to be similar. So, here, Sonia. Sonia que dijo, we didn't save enough money last year. No ahorramos suficiente dinero el año pasado y todavía no tenemos suficiente dinero ahorita. Ok, encuentren en el texto original qué frase usó ella para darnos a entender esa misma información. Probablemente ya no van a ser 2 o 3 oraciones, sino va a ser solo una oración con el contenido correcto. So you're going to have that challenge of reading and reporting in the text what is the best match for that idea. Solo tienen 1 minuto 30 segundos porque no son oraciones demasiado largas. So you're probably going to finish quickly, but I'm just providing you some time. 1 minute and 30 seconds. Okay, perfect. I see some of the sentences that you're sending. Good job. I think we're getting there. Para los que ya lo enviaron, bien. Ahí vamos llegando. Veo que algunos ya enviaron la oración correcta. So 4 seconds. times over. Times over. Okay. Let's see here. So these are some of the things that you're saying, and I agree with you. Okay. We haven't saved enough money. ¿Esto qué quiere decir? El año pasado no ahorramos dinero. Suficiente, por lo menos, ¿verdad? Y este año todavía no tenemos. Entonces, este dice, we haven't saved enough money. A eso se refiere esta expresión, ¿verdad? Ese have y save, or have traveled, have been, quiere decir, esa actividad empezó antes y todavía continúa. En este caso, la actividad de no ahorrar. That still happens. So, we didn't save enough money last year, and today we still haven't saved enough money. So you're right. Some of you added the right words. We haven't saved enough money. Great. We haven't saved enough money. Let's see here. But we haven't, almost there. Ahí se cortó un poquito, pero estaba justo aquí en la parte que necesitábamos. Good job. Okay. Okay, perfect. So at least all of the people who were participating got the idea, and that is great. That is exactly what I wanted. Let me give you another chance. It's a different text, but the idea is the same. Okay, so Raquel, my brother even surfed in Hawaii. Exactly when isn't important. Dice, mi hermano incluso surfió en Hawaii. ¿Cuándo? No es importante. Okay. Quiero que encuentren el texto donde ella habló de su hermano surfeando y que utilicen las palabras que Raquel dijo exactamente, con el apóstrofe, con los acentos, exactamente como ella lo usó. Ella hablaba de su hermano yendo a Hawái, pero no nos dice cuándo, porque esa información ahorita no es relevante. So, what are the words that she used? What are the words that she used? That's the important thing here. Okay, 10 seconds. Perfect. So here are some of the text that you're sending. Este es el texto que estábamos buscando. He's even surfed in Hawaii. Pero noten aquí que es his. Esto de acá se puede traducir como, perdón, se puede reinterpretar como he has. So this is a contraction. His, ¿verdad? Claro, estamos acostumbrados a esta. He is, ¿verdad? Que sería his también. Pero todo depende del contexto. Acá no podríamos decir he is porque no estamos hablando de él es o él está, sino él ha surfeado incluso en Hawái. Es lo que dice ella. Él ha surfeado incluso en Hawái. Aquí no nos está diciendo cuándo. Nos dijo él surfeó hace 2 años, o él surfeó en enero, o he surfed yesterday, or he surfed 5 years ago. We don't have that information. That is not important. A veces la información de cuándo no es importante porque no es lo que queremos comunicar. No está dando datos de cuándo surfeó, sino solo quiero contar que ha surfeado ahí. So he has even surfed in Hawaii. Entonces vamos a ver algunas de las otras ideas. He goes surfing all the time. Casi, ¿verdad? Pero nos interesaba exactamente cuando hablaba de ir a Hawái. So he's even surfed in Hawaii. That's great. Vamos a ver. He's even served in Hawaii. Great. Thank you for sending that. Where's another one? He's even served in Hawaii. Great, 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 great. Okay, perfect, perfect. Thank you for collaborating. Entonces, lo que nos estamos dando cuenta es que justamente las oraciones que nos están haciendo reescribir son las que tienen la palabra, el apóstrofe este, que sería have, o el apóstrofe S, que significaría has. Okay, so ahí les voy dando el chivo. So this is something that we are repeating in all the exercises. They are making us repeat that. For example, here, in the past, I went to Europe many times. Dice, en el pasado, Hiro, ¿verdad? Dijo esto, en el pasado he ido a Europa muchas veces. No dice cuándo empezó a ir a Europa, no dice si ya terminó de ir a Europa, solamente es algo que ya ha pasado y que probablemente siga pasando. So, what is the sentence where he talks that he has been to Europe many times? ¿Cuál es la oración donde él dice que él ha ido a Europa muchas veces? O el trozo del texto donde nos da a entender eso. That's what we need to do. So again, 1 minute and 30 seconds, and I want you to maybe help me writing on the near part. Very good. We have 30 seconds, but if you have the answer already, just send it, okay? Good job, good job. Ya se dieron cuenta, ¿verdad? Que justamente donde encontramos estos verbos, I have, or I've been, or has, he has, she has, esas son las partes que nos están haciendo reescribir. So, you're doing good. Muy bien, la mayoría ya lo terminó. I'm gonna start showing the answers then. So here we have, sorry, the answer, okay? I've been there many times. There, allí está hablando de Europa, porque ya venía hablando de Europa en todo el texto, ¿verdad? Dice, I've been there many times. Yo he estado ahí muchas veces. No nos dice cuándo. We don't have that information. Maybe it's not important. We just know that he has been there different times and that he's probably going to travel there in the future. I have been there many times. Perfect. Another one. I've been there many times, so I know the best places to go. Perfect. I've been there many times. I've been there many times. Perfect. Great. That's exactly what we needed. So before we go to our conversation class, or our conversation practice, I want to give you a little introduction to the topic for this week, for the rest of the week and for the rest of the month, probably, which is going to be present perfect. That is the name of the tense, right? Tense in English is tiempo verbal, right? Just like the simple present, the present continuous, the simple past, the past continuous, those are tenses, tiempos verbales. Well, today we're going to open a new tense that we have been practicing, and it's the present perfect. Aunque se llama presente perfecto, de hecho no se trata del presente nada más, ¿verdad? Eso es algo que nosotros podemos empezar a notar con lo que hemos estado leyendo, ¿verdad? Por ejemplo, Hiro decía, I've been there or I've been to Europe many times, pero él no está hablando de ahorita que él está en Europa, ¿verdad? Ni está hablando de que está ahorita viajando a Europa, sino está diciendo que él ha estado en esa ciudad, o perdón, en ese continente, en ese lugar, antes de ahora y que probablemente pueda seguir viajando. Es como un momento indefinido en el tiempo. El simple past era un poco más sencillo porque nos decía cuándo pasó algo, ¿verdad? Por ejemplo, I ate pizza yesterday. El simple past es eso, es así, específico, ¿verdad? Algo empezó y algo terminó. ¿Y cuándo pasó? Ayer, right? So I ate pizza yesterday. Pero, por ejemplo, yo puedo usar esta expresión y decir I've eaten pizza all week. Yo he estado comiendo pizza, yo he comido pizza toda la semana. Eso quiere decir que empezó alguna actividad en algún momento, no sé cuándo. No es importante porque aquí no quiero comunicar cuándo comí pizza, solo quiero hacer énfasis en el montón de pizza que he estado comiendo, ¿verdad? I've been eating pizza all week. So the present perfect talks about events at an indefinite time. Habla de eventos o situaciones que suceden en un momento indefinido antes de ahora. O sea, empezaron en el pasado, pero no sabemos cuándo, porque esa información no es relevante para lo que estamos contando. Si la información que estamos contando es relevante decir cuándo, entonces uso el simple past para decir exactamente cuándo pasó. Pero si lo que quiero hablar es de un sueño que tengo, de algo que he querido hacer, es decir, que empezó ese deseo antes, pero que todavía continúa hoy, ¿verdad? Empezó en algún momento indefinido cuando era niño, ¿verdad? Pero no digo, a los 7 años empecé a desear ser un actor. Ese sería el pasado simple, ¿verdad? Digo, when I was 6 or 7 years old, I decided that I wanted to be an actor. Ese es un simple past porque me da hechos, momentos específicos en el pasado. But if that information is not important, then you can use the present perfect. El present perfect yo lo considero y lo trato de enseñar como un híbrido. Es un híbrido entre el pasado, el presente y lo que viene, porque son cosas que iniciaron en el pasado en algún momento, que todavía son relevantes para nuestro presente y probablemente se extiendan hacia nuestro futuro. Por ejemplo, el decir que yo siempre he querido estudiar actuación. I've always wanted to study acting. Eso empezó en el pasado. En el pasado empecé a desear esto. Todavía quiero ser un actor y todavía tengo esto. Y probablemente entonces me meta a una escuela de actuación y ese deseo va a continuar. So it's like a combination of different ideas, right? Something that has started in the past, but is still relevant for today. So this is something that we're going to study tomorrow with more examples and more ideas, but it's just for you to have an introduction. So the simple present, the present perfect it's a more complex tense because it provides more information and more feelings. So I will say that is different from the simple past, but at the same time is related. So we're going to see how we can make a difference. How do you know when to use simple past? And how do you know when to use simple perfect or present perfect? That's something that we are going to study. But that's something not for today. So don't worry about that. I'm not going to fill your brain with more information today. This is just an introduction. And tomorrow I'm going to give you some tips on how to work with the present perfect that we have. So let's go back and let's try to have some pronunciation and speaking practice. And I'm going to use some of the sentence that we studied today because they had some difficulty. And I think that they're going to be useful for the exercise today. So last week we talked about repetition, right? So you were reading a sentence after me and you repeated it as close as you wanted. We also talk about retention, in which you were not seeing the sentence and you were just playing by ear. You were listening to what I said and you try to replicate that, but trying to memorize as much as possible of that sentence. So we're going to practice a little bit of both. And today I want to do that with you for just a little. Let's start with good reading with these two paragraphs. Okay, so we're gonna call it paragraph 1, paragraph 1, and paragraph 2. Okay, they have some complex words, especially the contractions. I know that the contractions are a little difficult, but here is I've always wanted to be an actor. I haven't had any formal training, but I've been in a couple of college plays, so my dream is to study acting. Okay, so let me start with Angel, then I'm gonna go with Iseida, then I'm gonna go with Karen, Liz, Luisa, and Sander. That's the order that I'm gonna follow. So each of you right now is going to help me reading a paragraph. I'm gonna tell you if it's paragraph number 1 or paragraph number 2, and I'm gonna correct your pronunciation. If you're saying a wrong a word wrong, I'm gonna let you know, and I'm gonna ask you to repeat it. Okay? So Angel, let's start with paragraph number 1. I want you to read it. Remember to pause if there is a period, right? Pause. And if there is an exclamation point, make it sound like an exclamation, or if it's a question, make it sound like a question. So we are ready for you whenever you are.
Okay. Actually, I be always wanted to be an actor. I haven't had any formal training, but I've been in a couple of college plays, so my dream is to study acting.
Okay, good. So let's go with the contractions. Here, this is I've. Así suena, I've. Las dos palabras, I y el apóstrofe VE. This is I've, okay? No es I be, sino I've. Okay? Entonces, si yo tengo I've y luego la palabra always, es I've always. No I be always, ¿verdad? Sino I've always. Ahora, aquí abajo sí está la palabra been. Entonces es I've been. Okay, I've been. So I'm going to ask you to read it again, but here I just want you to pay attention. La oración termina hasta aquí en college plays. No pares en college, ¿verdad? Pero I've been in a couple of college plays, para que se entienda. Si paramos en college y luego decimos plays, no sé si plays es parte de la siguiente oración o no. So that's a little complicated. So can you read it again?
Okay. Actually, I've always wanted to be an actor. I haven't had any formal training, but I've been in a couple of college plays, so my dream is to study acting.
Okay, muy bien. Study es la palabra de estudiar. Study acting. Okay, can you repeat that? Study?
Study?
Okay, very good. So, good job. A lot better. Sonó mucho mejor esta última vez que lo leíste. Ya, it was understandable. Congratulations on that part. Let's go with Friseida. Friseida, you have number 2. Can you help me with number 2, please? The same instructions. So make a pause, try to read the complete ideas, and with the best pronunciation you can manage, okay?
Okay. Well, Carlos and I have gone sailing a few times with friends and we've had a lot of fun. So our dreams is to buy our own sailboat, but we haven't saved enough money.
Perfect, very good. So let me help you with a few words. So Carlos and I have gone sailing a few times. That's how you pronounce this word, few times. En este caso, unas cuantas veces significa esto. So a few times with friends. So we've, esta combinación es como este de I've, ¿verdad? Solo que es el pronombre we más el I, ¿verdad? So we've had, este es como I've we've, así, raro, ¿verdad? Pero así se pronuncia. So we have significa esto. We've had a lot of fun. So our dream is to buy, no buy, ¿verdad? Buy our own sailboat. Este estuvo muy bien. But we haven't saved. La palabra no es saved, sino saved, como que es un poquito más recortada. Enough money. Lo demás estuvo perfecto. So can you read it again? Just making those small corrections.
Well, Carlos and I have gone sailing a few
Mhm.
times with friends, and we've had a lot of fun. So our dream is to buy our own sailboat, but we haven't saved enough money.
Perfect. Congratulations. Well done. Very well done. Let's go with Karen. Karen, the same exercise, but you go with paragraph number 1, please.
Actually, I've always wanted to be an actor. I haven't had any formal training, but I've been a
No es IV porque ya es I've, la pronunciación de la primera,
Oh,
¿verdad? I've
I've
been.
been I've been in a couple of college plays. So my dream is to study acting.
Perfect. Let me correct something here at the beginning. So the word is in past. So I wanted, that's the pronunciation for this part. So I wanted, I have always wanted to be an actor. I haven't had any formal training, but I've been in a couple of college plays. So my dream is to study acting. So almost perfect, but let me hear it one more time with the correction of the word wanted. And instead of I've been, right, it's I've been.
Actually, I always
Wanted.
wanted to be an actor. I haven't had any formal training, but I've been in a couple of college plays. So my dream is to study acting.
Perfect. Well done. Very well done. Thank you very much. Let's go with Liz. Liz, can you help me with number 2?
It's my turn.
Yes, Liz, that's correct. Number 2.
Well, Carlos and I have gone sailing a few times with friends, and we have a lot of fun. So our dream is to buy our own sailboat, but we haven't saved enough money.
Okay, good. Let's review some of the words and let's try it again. Okay, so it says, well, Carlos and I have gone sailing a few times with friends, and we had a lot of fun. So it's S-O is so, right? It's not so, it's so. That's right. So our dream is to buy our own sailboat. So está difícil, ¿verdad? Pero es to buy our own, se abre mucho la boca. Buy our own
sailboat.
sailboat. But we haven't, no es haven't, we haven't saved, and this word is, the GH here sounds more like an F, enough money.
Okay.
Can you try it again?
Well, Carlos and I have gone sailing a few times with friends, and we had a lot of fun. So our dream is to buy our own sailboat, but we haven't saved enough money.
Perfect. Yes.
Enough money.
That's right. Enough money. That's right. Good. Very good. Luisa, can you do number 1 again?
Okay. Actually, I've always wanted to be an actor. I haven't had any formal training, but I've been in a couple of college plays, so my dream is to study acting.
Okay, perfect. Very good. Nothing to correct. So this is a good exercise. Thank you for participating, guys. Now we're going to go and do another exercise, but this time is going to be a retention exercise. So you're not going to see the sentences. I'm going to read them for you, but I'm going to take them from the text. Okay, so these are not going to be sentences from another material. It's still going to be from what we studied today. It's just that you're not going to see them. You just have to remember as much as you can and repeat as close as possible. Okay, so let me remind you of some of the rules, if we can call it that way, of retention, right? So you listen carefully, and then you repeat as close as possible to the original. That's what I want to do with you today. Let's see if I can have the original audio if possible. Give me a second.
Page 12, Unit 2.
Okay, so I'm gonna start by reading it myself. Okay, so I'm gonna read it myself, and then I might play the recording and see if we can start using the recording as a as the sample. So again, I'm gonna start from the very beginning. So my first participant is going to be Angel. So Angel, be ready to listen and to repeat as close as possible to the original sentence. Okay. So sentence number 1 that goes for you, Angel. So is I've never gone surfing before.
Teacher, can you repeat, please?
Sure, I can repeat, of course. I've never gone surfing before.
I never gone.
Let me do it again. I've never gone surfing before.
I've never gone surfing again.
Okay, so close to it, very close to it. The word or the sentence was this: I've never gone surfing before. This is the sentence that I gave you, okay? I've never gone surfing before. Ahorita les voy a dar la respuesta de una vez para que vayan viendo ustedes las oraciones, okay? So that's the first attempt. That's for Ángel. Let's go with somebody else. This is going to be for Friseida. Friseida, he's even surfed in Hawaii.
He's even surfing Hawaii.
Okay, very good. Let me repeat it again, and I want you to repeat it as close as you can hear it. He's even surfed in Hawaii. O sea, está cerca, pero casi, casi. Lo voy a repetir. He's even surfed in Hawaii.
He's even surfed in Hawaii.
Close. Very good. So it's he's even surfed. Pero esta era la palabra que quería oírme, ¿no? No surfed, sino es surfed. O sea, esa D se siente, aunque no se oye la ED, ¿verdad? He's even surfed in Hawaii. So good job. Very good pronunciation. It's a short sentence, but it's still a merit. Karen, so you're my next. My parents have never traveled outside of Japan.
My parents have never traveled outside of Japan.
Okay, yes, very good. That's exactly what I said. Good job. So my parents have never traveled outside of Japan. Okay, let's go with the next person. Just give me a second here. Liz, you're my next. I've been to Europe many times.
Okay. I've been to many years.
Let me repeat that. I've been to Europe many times.
I've been to Europe many times.
Very good. It's just the word Europe is different, okay? I've been to Europe many times.
Okay. I've been to Europe many times.
Correct. I've been to Europe many times. Let's go with Luisa. You're my last participant. I already know all the best places to go.
I already know the places. Can you repeat again, please?
Sure. I already know all the best places to go.
I already know all the places. No, can you repeat again, please?
Almost there, almost there. Let me do this slowly. I already know all the best places to go.
I already know all the places to go. No.
Almost there. Yes, almost there. I think that you got it. It's I already know all the places, sorry, all the best places
The
to go.
places to go. Okay.
Sure, good job. Good job. So these are the sentences that we practiced today. These were sentences taken from the text, okay? So these were not weird sentences. That's why I think it was an easier exercise than before. No creo que nos haya costado tanto, o sea, nos costó obviamente porque hay algunas oraciones que eran más largas que otras, ¿verdad? Pero no nos costó tanto porque estábamos un poco familiarizados con las palabras, ¿verdad? Y con lo que estábamos diciendo. Eso es una de las cosas que yo les he comentado que para este tema de retention debemos intentar. O sea, yo debo intentar entender el mensaje para que cuando reproduzca el mensaje de vuelta tenga una idea de qué es lo que está pasando, ¿verdad? Que a veces nos pasa. O sea, olvido escuchar el mensaje y oigo los sonidos y no estoy repitiendo el mensaje, sino estoy tratando de imitar los sonidos y cuando yo repito lo que dije no tiene sentido hasta medias, porque no estoy entendiendo el mensaje original first. So that's a challenge. So the more that we do it, the more confident we're gonna get. Right now, as I mentioned before, we've been using it with the examples from the text, right? Sometimes this is used with pieces of a book or from the newspaper or from any other place. So we don't have any context. Cuando no tenemos contexto es todavía más difícil. We don't have any context, so it's hard to understand the message because these are words that are unknown. But today these days, we're starting with things that we have done in the class. So our ears and our brains are kind of familiar with what's happening. That's one thing. And of course, being exposed to reading and to writing in English is going to give you a better experience with the pronunciation. I want to congratulate you because I noticed the difference in the pronunciation. And when you were reading, you were doing a very good job. So now that you read and you try to make some pauses and you try to read complete ideas, it sounds a lot better. It sounds like you're actually speaking English, that you're not a little robot trying to repeat things, but you're actually a person who is expressing ideas. So that's exactly what we're looking for. Hopefully these exercises can help you to incorporate these ideas, the pronunciation and everything to your everyday speaking. Okay, so that's something that we're going to try to do, and hopefully you can, of course, learn a lot more in these days. So that's everything for me, at least for today. I hope to see you tomorrow at 7:30 one more time. We're going to study a second part And specifically, I want you to think about present perfect and past participle verbs. Past participle verbs. These are important words, especially this section here. Past participle. Cuando nosotros empezamos a ver los verbos regulares e irregulares, no sé si se acordarán algunos de ustedes, pero veíamos ese listado de palabras, ¿verdad? Como en unas columnas. Y teníamos el verbo regular y el verbo irregular separados. Y el verbo regular, ¿verdad? Se terminaba en ed y el verbo irregular tenía un cambio en su forma, ¿verdad? Pero había una tercera columna que nunca usamos, que era la columna del past participle. Bueno, el present perfect solo trabaja con past participle verbs. Entonces vamos a tener que ir a desempolvar ese pequeño archivo. Igual se los vamos a volver a enviar, pero para que ustedes sepan que esa tercera columna ahorita es donde la necesitamos. Todos los tiempos que son perfect, como past perfect, present perfect, que es el que estamos viendo ahorita, y future perfect, utilizan past participle verbs. Esa tercera columna está reservada para esos verbos. Entonces vamos a desempolvar un poco cómo usarla, como cuando usábamos los verbos regular y irregular en el simple past, ¿verdad? Ahora lo vamos a aplicar con el present perfect. So that's something that we're going to study tomorrow and see how we're going to be able to use those verbs in like communicating real ideas. So I wish you the very best. Have some rest for tonight, and I'll see you tomorrow at 7 o'clock, okay? 7:30. Have a good one.
You,
Bye.
bye.
Thank you, teacher. See you
Bye-bye,
tomorrow.
guys. See you tomorrow.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.